put too fine a point on it, but are you the leader of this defense?
Definitely. This is my defense. I take pride in, controlling things and making sure that every day I'm coming out and putting my best effort first so that they can follow and lead by example.
How'd that process go? Did you step in as soon as the other guys are gone and say, hey, I'm the guy, or did the coaches have to talk to you to maybe step
usually,
in?
generally, as the mic, you're supposed to take charge and lead. But with TJ being here, I wouldn't say I took the back seat to it, but I kind of let him handle things for the most part. But when he left, I kind of figured this is where I need to step up vocally as well as on the field. So
You seem to be looking very forward to the role. Did it require any adjustment on what you have to do?
I was born to do this, so I enjoy it.
What kind of leader are you? How would you describe your leadership? Are you in your teammates' face, or are you?
Me personally, I will if I have to, if that's necessary. But it usually doesn't get that far. But if a teammate of mine is having a bad day, like, come on, I'm the one that's gonna pick you up. I'm the one that's gonna be in your ear, making sure you're doing the right thing. And I'm always here for my teammates because these are my brothers. Like, I'm with them 24/7, and I enjoy being with them. So anytime I get a chance to be with them and they're having a tough time or they're going through something and I can help, I enjoy doing that.
What do you think of this defense through 4 practices?
I don't want to say too much, but I'm excited. We still got a lot of work to do. We still got a lot of work, but from where the progress is coming along, it's coming along well. It's coming along quicker than expected for some guys.
Coach Muschamp has been high on Rosendo.
Mm-hmm.
The last time he spoke to us, said his weight's down, said he's looking good. What's your assumption of?
Rosendo looks good. Rosendo's my boy. Rosendo, he's put in a lot of work to get his weight down. He's eating right. He's got abs. Like, when Rosendo got here, Rosendo didn't have abs. So to see him have abs and him to be in a good spirit and for him to look good, it's amazing. He's doing a really good job as well.
What's the next step in your game?
My next step, I believe, just developing as a more vocal leader and taking the initiative to kind of help out in the pass rush game. That's where I'm kind of focusing on, like, as far as on the field and just being able to cover it consistently.
How have y'all taken to Coach Wilson and vice versa?
Oh, we love Coach Wilson already. Coach Wilson's a great guy. He comes in every day and he's ready to work and he's ready to teach. So, and he's welcomed us in with open arms as well. Like, we've had several talks. We've all hung around and it's been a good time.
What makes him happy and what makes him mad? As a coach, have you figured that out?
Haven't got what makes him mad just quite, but we hope not to make him mad.
Has he shown you any film of his Gamecock playing?
Not yet, but he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
You guys are seeing, excuse me, more of Coach Muschamp at your position.
Yes,
What's it
sir.
like having him hands-on with you guys?
It's amazing. Coach Muschamp like, with him being your position coach, you can see how intelligent of a coach he is, and it's amazing. For me, especially, I feel like my game on the mental side of things is taking a whole different turn because he knows and he sees things that you, like a normal coach or just anyone, could not see. So it's amazing. I like being with Coach Muschamp.
Curtis, how have you seen Zach develop? How much different or better does he look this year?
Physically, he looks different. He looks a lot bigger. And Zach's taking the initiative to just every day come out and work. Last year he would have spurts, but this year he's coming in and constantly he's doing his thing and he's doing his job. So I'm excited to see his ceiling and where he can go.
Ernest, this offense is kind of transitioning, doing a little bit more under center stuff. As a linebacker, especially the mic, how much pressure does that put on you? Does it change your job at all?
Not really.
No.
It doesn't really change much. Under center, it's just you about can run most of the things. You can run out of shotgun under center. It's just a different view and different way the back will step. It's just little stuff like that.
Does it make it harder to kind of make calls from that end?
Oh no, it doesn't make it. It doesn't make it harder.
We see from Marshawn.
Marshawn's quick. That has been one thing that I have witnessed firsthand.
Yeah.
Is that he is very quick and that he comes out every day and he competes now. And that's what I'm liking from him so far. He's competing and he's trying to take it to the older guys and he's doing his job to earn himself a spot and earn him some reputation around. So.
Is that firsthand? What does that mean? Did he get you?
Yeah, he done got me. He done got me, but I've gotten him too.
Okay.
So.
Having returning starters at each position that know the defense, for those young guys on the defensive side, how much does it help get them acclimated quicker than maybe usual?
It definitely helps. And most of the young guys are willing to get that extra help. Some young guys that want to come in and don't want to get extra help. They feel like it's too much. But the young guys that we have, they want to learn. They want to be on the field. They want to help this team win. So it's making it definitely easier for us to kind of improve.
Aaron named quite a few dudes, young guys that have stood out so far. Anybody that's kind of caught your eye other than Marshawn so far?
O'Donnell on the defensive side. Fortune, he's caught my eye. Shallow stepped up his game in a major way. Dominic Hill, all of them have showed me something that they can help out in some aspect of the game, in some aspect on this team. So they've all been impressive, but we still got a lot of work to do.
What are your impressions of Coach Paul Jackson?
Oh, Coach Jackson, cold. I like Coach Jackson. Coach Jackson is a real deal. Like, everything we're doing, I feel like it's going to better us and it's going to have us ready for when it's time to. In those crunch times when it's a minute left or when we need that extra push, I think he's building us for that. So.
What's different about what has he brought to the program that's maybe different than what you guys have done in the past?
I feel like Coach Jackson and his speed training background has definitely helped us, and you can definitely tell that this team's a little bit faster, that we're moving around a lot faster, and that it looks more fluently. Like, he's taught us how the proper way to run and stuff like that. So he's definitely improving us and helping us.
Have you and Adam Prentice cross paths in a hole or in one-on-ones or anything?
Me and Prentice don't cross.
Yeah. What's that look like?
It's a good collision. It's a real good one. He ain't gonna back down, and he know I'm not. So it's a real good one.
Has he reminded you of anybody that you've seen on the field on game day or anything like that? I mean, y'all don't see a lot of fullbacks or guys like him.
Nah, not really. Yeah. Not nobody that. Not really. Yeah. It just haven't happened yet.
Yeah, I got it.
Have you been asked about Marshawn Lloyd yet? I'm guessing you have. I'll get it off the tape. Let me ask you about defensive rules. All the rules changes in the last 10 years have been offensive based, and we've seen points go up. Mm-hmm. Is that frustrating as a defensive player? Do you ever feel handcuffed?
I wouldn't say you feel handcuffed, but you feel kind of limited as far as like where you can hit a certain person, or if you hit this person in the area that they're telling you to hit, you still can be penalized and flagged for it. But I mean, it just comes with the game. They're changing the game to try to make it safer for everybody. So.
In terms of the RPOs and the linemen coming downfield, and so how difficult is that, and how big of a change is that? I don't know how much experience you had in a pre-RPO world because you're fairly young. But.
Right. So with the RPOs, for the most part, they're not going to teach linebackers how to guard RPOs. The first part of the RPO is the run. So take care of the run and force them to pass. You got corners and safeties who are on scholarship to cover and do such things, so they can handle the pass part of the RPO. We just worry about it and focus on the run.
So your keys haven't changed much.
It's run. Now, sometimes you can tell from the RPOs, they're not always kind of red-based. Some of them are predetermined. So you can kind of get a feel of when he's throwing the ball regardless or something like that. But for the most part, we just cover the run. And
it used to feel that this was cyclical. Offenses got ahead, then defenses came up with something. It doesn't feel like there's much that defenses can do to react at this point, and so we're just probably in an era where you're going to see 40-point averages. Is that what you got to adjust to?
Nah, I wouldn't say 40 points because that's not what you want to do. But it's definitely hard to guard the RPOs and such. But just like I said, you got to have guys on the back end to cover those RPOs and cover those receivers, and you got to have the guys up front to handle the run. You can do that, then the RPO will probably limit itself to not as much.
There's so many factors, I realize, turnovers, et cetera, et cetera. But what do you, if you leave the field with what point total you feel like you've done a good job?
How many, like the points that the offense got?
Like, I know your goal is 16 or under, but
21. 21.
You feel like if you keep it 21
I feel like
or under, that's a good day's work.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that's a good day's work. 21 or under. Now, I'd love for it to be 0.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely love for it to be 0, but that doesn't always happen. Offenses will score, stuff happens. But definitely under 21, with the way offenses are headed now, you definitely done a good job.